this microphone is for the live, so you're not going to hear any amplified sound. Welcome to the second day of my festival. Some of you guys saw me yesterday, and today I am Bruna. I am also going to be hosting tonight. So, as some of you already know, I've been a part of this program here at Mary's, where they teach me how to make, how to market, and how to exhibit. So they taught me a wide range of skills, such as filmmaking, working the camera, how to edit, how to advertise my work, and how to plan a festival like this. This program started during the pandemic, so it was kind of hard. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Islington Giving, with the support of London Screen Academy. YMCA Walthamstow may be joining us today, we're not really sure. But without any further ado, let's just get on with it. Our first film will be Our Secret by Thomas House.
Kyle! Kyle! How are you feeling? It's just a couple more hours, okay?
I can't do this.
Yes, you can.
I don't want to.
No one wants to be here. But we are. I'm sorry. I'm just nervous.
Nervous?
Yeah.
You're nervous? Of what? That we're gonna get caught?
Shh. Stop. Keep your voice down.
How do you think I feel? I was the one driving.
It was an accident, Kai. You know that.
Was it?
Of course it was. No one blames you.
No one knows. They should blame me. They would if they knew. You should. I was the one driving. It was your friend too.
No.
Then why did you tell them that I wasn't?
Stop.
You were.
Seriously.
We've told enough lies. You actually want me to look them in the eye and just pretend it wasn't me?
The police ruled that it was an accident.
Easy for you to say.
Please, I'm just asking that you accept that this is how it is now. It's our secret. Okay? Kyle! Kyle! Get back! Shit, you okay?
Hey, if you still...
Wait, look at me! Calm down, where's Abe?
He's fuck mad. He was going too fast. Fuck mad, it was an accident.
Thanks for coming today, son. I can't imagine this is easy. He loved his cars. Just got his license. I'm telling you, he was a nightmare to teach. Do you remember going go-karting on his birthday? That's when I knew you three were inseparable. Found the card you and Dad made for him the other day. Clearing out his things. Just glad he had some good mates, that's all.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a great mate.
It's a good photo of him, don't you think? Dana chose it.
Dale. I need to tell you.
Don't. You have nothing to apologise for, son.
You don't understand.
I do. You can't keep blaming yourself for this. It was an accident.
It was my fault. It was all so fast.
Blaming yourself won't bring him back. It was an accident, whatever happened. We both know it.
You need to tell them I was driving. What? Promise me. Our stories need to match up. Okay? You need to tell them that I was driving and that I lost control, okay?
Man, I'm the one to blame. I killed him, not you.
You didn't have your license, Kyle. Do you expect them to just forget about that?
No. Mate. How are you going to be okay with this? This was all my fault.
I can't lose you as well, Kai. Okay, so just, you're gonna have to trust me. Okay, otherwise we're both fucked. Okay? It's our secret. Okay?
So that was quite interesting. Next up, we have True Colors by the young people from YMCA Walthamstow.
When I first came to True Colours, it was called Good for Girls, and I liked Good for Girls itself, but it was a bit like uncomfortable when sometimes some people, including myself, don't always feel like a girl. So I like True Colours now because it's more inclusive, so the name had to change. What does True Colours mean to you?
Personality, identity, where you come from. It means like a lot. It's made me express myself more, and it's been very fun. I made new friends.
Express yourself. True Colours to me is about kind of feels like how we are all equal and stuff, and how we can all make a difference.
True Colours doesn't just represent this group of young people, it represents the way we should look at life. The many emotions we go through in a day, in an hour. The many genders and sexualities, neurodiversities, culture, and just personalities. And True Colours is actually authentically being you.
Action!
Have you ever felt lonely? How did that feel?
It feels sad and sometimes depressing, and also, yeah, it's just, I'd say, boring.
Yes, I have many times. It felt sad. I didn't like it.
If our mental health is good and we are okay in the world, this will have a positive effect for our generations to come.
3, 2, 1. Sadness.
Happiness.
Anger.
You got this, girl. 2, 1, go! Check you fly!
When you put it out, it needs to be straight as if you go in. Alright? So straight in, straight out. So that's not straight. There's straight. Go for it. And out straight. Good.
I've got a bird book. There's no story behind it. We just made a bird box based on elements and other stuff. And here it is.
Oh, careful! We're gonna easily get everyone on. We might
And stop running! Stop running! Stop running! Stop running! Stop running! You want to figure it like go and move it around a little bit. Be careful that you don't drop it.
Exhale. Now close your eyes. Inhale. And exhale. Carry on with your eyes closed. Inhale. And exhale. And forward, head on the floor. And we have a couple of breaths there. Hold on, George.
Oh, wait, there's for Josh one.
Is it?
I think it's with a J.
No, it's each other's drawings. So all the colours and the shapes and the symbols.
Now we're going to speed it up a little bit. Speed it up. Moving through the space. Try not to bump into it.
It's quite informative bits over there. Next we have Read by Paula Szczerba.
Hi, Mum. No, I'm good. How are you? Yes, all the windows are shut. Yes, I'll drink water. Alright, well, have a nice day. I hope you can come home tonight. Love you.
It's the 13th day of lockdown.
We can't go outside. They say it's too hot for us. The human body can't physically handle the extreme heat. Right now it's the summer. Risk of death is alarmingly high. I haven't spoken face to face to a person in a while. It's lonely. I miss you. I wish I could go back in time and tell people the impact of their actions. Global warming isn't just real, it's our reality. It's my birthday today, and you're not here. I wish I could go outside. Even when it's not lockdown, the temperature is too high to be outside for longer than a couple of minutes. The only people who can go outside are the authorities. They have well-adapted suits and oxygen masks. Normally, people would go to work early in the morning when the temperature is manageable and return late at night, but the heat's getting worse. It's too hot at night now. You can't get home to me. The government advised to stay home for the summer, but you went to work. For us. For me. Who knows when lockdown will end? Food's running out, not that it's any good. Agriculture and farming are practically impossible now. The food I eat is bland and processed and not at all nutritious. A new law was passed requiring all children to take vitamins that they can't get from their food. I know you might not understand, but I have to do it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I love you.
Hi, I'm just calling to tell you that I'm coming home tonight. Call me back. Love you so much.
So now we'll have a little break, and after the break we'll have a small discussion around the question, how can we approach change positively? So just have a think about that while you guys eat or anything. We have food and drinks. Thank you. My one's a top one. My one on. Mine's the bottom one, right? It's fine. Mine's fine. And now we're back for a little discussion around the question, how can we approach change positively? But when our guests came in, we asked them a question, what changes do we go through? And some of them answered with the seasons, puberty. Someone said you grow up, obviously, moving houses, the school years, and of course, climate. So now we're going to go around and ask people, how can we approach these changes positively?
Does anyone want to kick us off? Go on, Ellie, amazing. Let me hand you this mic.
I think that you could approach change positively by talking to someone who's gone through the change, the same change that you're going through.
Wonderful. I agree. I think it's really good to talk to someone who is experienced in whatever you're going through. Does anyone else have an answer?
Sally.
Well, it doesn't really apply to climate change. It's more like personal changes. But I think when things are changing, you have to remember to have self-compassion. So when you're changing schools, you're not going to know where all the classrooms are straight away. Or when you start a new job, you won't know everything in the first day. You just have to give it time and try to be excited about it rather than nervous.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, honestly, when you said about where you don't know where the classes are, you don't know people. I didn't even think about that. That's very true. And it's quite common.
I think you should think about the good things, like if you're moving schools, like think about making new friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, I try to do that a lot as well. Yeah.
Shall I over to you?
Like, to add on to divides, you could think about like a fresh start. Like, you can make new friends and meet new teachers and have new classrooms, obviously, and new tutors.
Wonderful.
I've got one, so I'm going to join the audience. So for climate change, obviously, that's quite a big issue and a big change happening worldwide. One thing, I remember during lockdown when I had nothing else to think about, I got really stressed about it. But one thing I did was actually just remind myself and sort of do like a self-affirmation that's like it's not on my shoulders to solve. So even though it's like affecting my generation and my generation's younger than me, I just had to remind myself every day, being like, Jake, you have to solve it. It's not on your back. You're not in charge of the world. Just make sure you do small differences. It's fine. I know, it's surprising, isn't it? I wish I was. If I was, it would be very different. That's my 2 piece.
Yeah, I guess that's good to kind of release stress, not put the stress all on yourself.
Lots of the other changes we spoke about are changes that are out of people's control. So that is happening regardless if you wanted to get older, because I'm sure I made a deal to take 27 and I'm not. So they're out of your control. But we're in a youth club and we should talk about the power of young people to make change. We do social action. They affect policy. We can also make changes. So I know it's not on your shoulders, Jake, but you can be the change you want to see. You can recycle. You can be making change as well as change and happen to you.
Exactly. You can always do your little parts. And honestly, if a lot of people try to do their part, that already changes quite a lot. It not only influences people, but you still, like, it shows them that you can still have that little change. It matters.
As Tesco says, every little helps.
Exactly.
Shout Tesco, yeah, Tesco. We'll be there for a brand deal next year.
Yeah, definitely. Is there any more answers?
Do any of the older ones who remember going from like year 6 to year 7 having like good tips on how to, or even like those entering GCSEs, remember having good tips on how to approach that change that you put in action when you were at that age?
I can't remember change school. But I feel like the young people who come to Youth Club are more prepared for change because they're more used to mixing with young people who aren't necessarily their year group. And often it's reassuring for them. Like lots of us go to school down the road. I'm not going to shout them out as well. And lots of us go to local schools, don't they? And there's like at least 5 or 6 young people going to that school this year. And they were like, oh, that's good because I already know so-and-so who'll be in year 8, so-and-so in year 9. So along the lines of Ellie talking to someone who they've got role models that have already experienced that change and will make them have a familiar face.
You did have one, yes.
Instead of like feeling scared, because I have a cousin who's going to go into year 7 and she's like really scared about it, think of the fun things, like you're going to meet people your age and like have the same things in common about you. You'll be able to have like loads of fun exploring your new school, and like it's very different from your primary school.
Yeah, so like focusing on the positives.
Yeah, I like the end. I don't really know, I just kind of like...
I feel like you embrace the change. Because you said like, oh, I'm being shown around by someone, but I know that we don't necessarily have lots in common, but I know that I want to make friends, I just need to settle in. So I just sort of like what I said about self-compassion. You were like, and you joined a youth club near your new house, you just like embraced it.
Yeah, like I let like something that was difficult turn into like a good thing, kind of.
I mean, I've got like a little tip. This is more for like school-wise. like going from year 6 to year 7, just think about the fact that it's going to be over soon. I mean, I feel like I'm speaking on behalf of like most young people. We don't like being in school besides the fact that we are with our friends. Just think about the fact it's all going to be over and we're going to be free from everything. We're going to get our GCSEs and everything will be over.
I think you do exactly what you want to do.
Yep, exactly.
Well, amazing. Yes, Ellie.
Going on from that point, I think it will be over soon. But I know people who have finished their GCSEs and they want to go back to school and they miss going to school. So that's the thing. Like, one of your school experiences are like one of the best experiences of your life, because you can create like new friends. You can, learn new stuff. I don't know. Like, most of my friends just want to go back to being in school.
So you are talking about not wishing the time away and enjoying the moment. So you might always be looking for the changes that are coming ahead. Like when you're in primary school, you want to go to secondary school. When you're in secondary school, you want to be older. Now I'm older. I don't actually want to be a teenager again, but I've told you I'd love to have stayed 27.
So I guess it kind of depends on what person you are and how you look at things.
Just not wishing it away. Like, change is good. We don't want to be complacent, but
I mean,
we've got to enjoy the
my way
moment.
to cope is like, okay, I'm going to be done with this soon and I can just get on with my life and do what I need to do.
So yours like, I can get through it, it's fine.
I mean, I like work, personally.
You
So
like work?
I don't mind it.
But there's a bigger change. Didn't you move to the UK?
Yeah.
That's a big change.
I mean, I guess in a way I wasn't that nervous because I knew I was going to move in with family. It was more about people in London are quite different than people from Czech Republic.
Yeah.
So I had to like take my time to adapt to how people are around here. So
did you look up anything about where you were going to go before? Did you get on Google Maps and like research it, or did you just jump in? I'm moving to London.
Yeah, I just came here because I've been here before. I've visited my grandma before. So it's like the area around here I kind of knew about it. I had a bit of an idea how people act around here. It's just like I had to look up a lot of slang and stuff around here so I could communicate.
That's my favourite bit when young people first come to London and then you're like, oh, okay, you're saying that now. I guess a few weeks. So.
Yeah, it's really confusing, but yeah, I guess I just had to mentally prepare. Okay, it's a big change, but it's going to be for the better. It's going to make my life a whole lot easier and everything.
Looking at it from a positive light.
Exactly, positivity.
No?
Is that everything?
Well, what else are on the post-it notes? Maybe there's a specific change.
There is clothing. There's your style.
Reinventing yourself and changing your style.
That is quite a bold thing to do.
That is basically the storyline of every 90s movie we grew up with.
Okay, I think this is like quite, not a big change, but it is a change that I'm experiencing because I'm changing my style more like every day, and like my like tip is to just like not really care about what people are saying about it, because some people are gonna like it, some people are gonna hate it, but like it's whether you feel confident in your new style and whether you like just embrace it. That's what I say.
I think that like when you change your style, some people encourage you for it and some people bring you down, but like I think some people that bring you down for it only think that sometimes they think that they wouldn't look nice in that style, so they could bring you down for it. Instead of like encouraging you for it.
When you're making a style change or a hair change, how long do you think about it before you action the change?
I mean, it depends how some people think about it, because some people.
What about you personally? How long do you think about it? Because I like to just jump in and do it. Thought it done it.
Maybe like at least 2 days.
2 days? That's not very long. That's quite impulsive.
I would say for me, I mean, I think about it, but then at the same time, I do like, if I'm changing my style, like changing my hair, like if I was changing my hair, I would like look up what it would look like on like my hair color. Or what I did was, instead of like dyeing my whole hair, I would just like do like an ombre kind of thing. But then if I was like changing my style, I would say like just do it bit by bit, like don't jump straight in for it, like maybe get a few items of clothing that's that style, and then just try and piece together your outfits and then create the style that way.
So you are more like a research look at like the logic before you make it. Jake just jumps in. I know he like gives me a cheeky wink
when I bleached my hair, it was very much day of.
I want it. He's doing it.
I walked past Boots. Was like, you know what, guys, it's time to go blonde. That evening, did it, and I haven't looked back since. Well, his style, as everyone knows, I wear the same thing every day. I don't care.
But style and some things are also influenced by money.
That's
you can't
true.
necessarily do that quickly.
Yeah, that's true. You can't profess your entire wardrobe in one shot. That's very
Well, some people can, but
expensive.
It's not yeah.
No, not in this room, actually. You got to do a bit at a time.
Yeah, I guess that kind of helps you get used to seeing yourself that way and slowly getting more confident about it and being like, yeah, I am the best.
Yeah, because
I
like
look
on
really
makeover
good.
shows, when they just like turn around and show them in the mirror, they're like more like, oh my god, I don't recognise myself.
Yeah.
aren't they?
Although I love it on the shows, I really hate it, and they can't hide the fact. But on the shows, it's just really funny to watch.
So a lot is about whether you're in control of making the change. It sounds like we feel more positive when we are in control of it, like changing your style, changing your appearance, changing
But
different
school
things.
years where you're out of control, you sort of are scared, but there's ways to manage it.
Like when we changed to live in London and we were
Yes.
like, yes, I've changed.
That was very stressful. Oh my goodness. I had to just get on with it, really. It's a very different place from Norwich. Loud. Everyone's so loud here.
Does anyone have anything to add on to that?
Yeah, any final comments?
Comment like something profound.
Yeah, go on, Sally.
Like
Closing
how
comment from you,
change is an
please.
inevitable part of growth, and if we're not growing and changing, we're not living.
Wow, that's profound.
Does she agree, Carolina?
That was profound. Amazing. Thank you, Heather.
Thank you so much for your opinions. I really love that little discussion. So we are just going to. Okay, yeah. Let's just go on to the next film called Distance by Bruno Magnanti.
You keep talking about it like you're onto something, but I know the truth and I know that gin is shit.
Fuck off, man. You have no taste.
Says the guy's trying to pawn off his shitty fucking gin onto me and my sexy Corona.
Stop objectifying your Corona.
I will when I don't have to defend it from the likes of you and that glass of swamp water.
Stop being a menace about my swamp water.
Me?
Yes, you
How
sat
am
there
I being a menace?
advocating for that?
You
You're
haven't even got
literally
my Corona
defending
breather, but I
trying
bet
to
you put
look-
you up to this. Bet you haven't even tasted it.
Oi, I think Sophie's about ready to leave, so I'll see you, man.
Yeah, man. She up front.
Yeah.
Alright, see you. Wait.
What?
Do you ever regret being in a relationship?
What are you asking?
Just wanted to see if it was a me problem.
Oh. I thought you meant like... Is that why you haven't made a proper move yet?
I don't know, just curious.
Not all the time. I think I'm just gonna be ungrateful.
Yep.
But the way I did it, I didn't really think about it. I just went with what I felt like doing at the time. If I didn't, then I might have deprived myself of this nice thing I got. With you. What could be so bad?
I think I just know myself.
Yeah. I thought that too.
It's fine. Don't be bothered on my behalf, man. It's not something I find that important. If anything, I like not having to look out for someone else's shit or shit.
Yeah. See you, man.
Distance. Next up, we have Goal by Ching-Sheng Charlie Lai, and he left a little note I'm going to read out. Goal is a short film that explores the themes of friendship, identity, sexuality, and homophobia. Although the story is set in the 1960s USSR, I truly believe that this still exists in modern days. At the end of the day, I just simply hope the people who watch this film feel related to it and understand how important it is to be able to express our feelings to the people that we care about. I hope you enjoy the film.
Are you going easy on me today or something? Your turn then.
Boys, it's already late.
Oh.
Time to head home, Misha.
Bye. Bye. Oh, wait.
How's school? Anything new?
Not really. Math isn't confusing anymore, though.
This is an emergency news broadcast. Today, on the 27th of October, the Article 121 was introduced to the Criminal Code of the RSFSR. The article reads that a sexual intercourse between two men, committed with the use of physical violence, threats, or towards a minor, or using the subordinate position or helpless state of victim, is punishable by imprisonment of up to 7 years. This is the end of the emergency news broadcast. We will now return to the ordinary broadcast.
His heart is light. I must be playful, coldly unconcerned, witty. But what if I am weighed down with misery? What if I am ill, or my child is dying, or my wife and I?
Oh, look, I just don't get it at all. Anyway, why would I need some stupid math in the future? I have a life plan already.
Well, let's hear it then.
You know, the new girl, Yana.
Not this again, Misha.
No, come on. This time, she will say yes.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not as hard for pretty boys like you. Girls are all over you.
Stop it, would you?
No, honestly. I never see you with any. What, do you like boys or something? Nice one. Wait. Are you serious?
And what about it, Misha? What if I do? What if I don't? Does it really matter to you?
It's not funny, man.
No, please.
Hello, Uncle Gosha. Can I speak with Zenya?
Okay, what's this all about? He hasn't been eating, he walks around all sad all the time.
The math test that we had,
Zhenya! Zhenya, come here!
Yet the score is still even. The match's judge, Ellis, has added 30 more minutes of the game. The contest will only end with a victory. But who will be the winner? Who has managed to save more power? The goalkeeper, Vidinich, blocks the attack. The ball is once again with the goalkeeper. A strong hit once again.
Why are you keeping your friend waiting?
Eshki receives the ball.
Go on and
Beats
play
the
already.
defender, makes a clear turn and passes the ball. Polideng scores the ball with his head. Goal! It is the second and final goal for our team who won the European Cup.
So that was quite interesting. Sadly, we are down to our last film for today. I know it's sad. We have Nothing Left by Frankie Sutton. So that was Nothing Left. I chose that film because I really liked how Frankie really showed how humans, we find things and we exploit them to the point where we self-destruct, and I really found it interesting how he really did show that extremely well. Sadly, this was our last film, so yeah, until tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do the last day of the festival at LSA at the same time as today, 5:30. I just kind of want to say I'm not going to be your host tomorrow, sadly, you know, so you guys have been a good audience. I'm really glad. So I'd like to thank everyone for coming, and I'd like to thank the viewers for watching as well. Thank you so much.